Yes, my name is George Willy Bukenya, and I'm the programs director of KCDO. And KCDO is Kyamaganda Community Development Organization, which is based in southern Uganda. And we started in 2013 as a community-based organization. And the reason why we started was to respond to the HIV pandemic that hit our area. And into our area in Uganda, that's where they identified the first HIV positive person in Uganda. And this has left so many orphans and widows into this area. And as KCDO was starting, we started 2 people, 3 people. I, Reverend Father Vincent Katelega, and also and also Rubambla Max, who is current our program director. And we are glad that we have moved from the start. And we are registered with the government of Uganda with our offices located in Lwengo district. And as KCDO, we have a board. We can go to page 2.
I already moved it. Thank you.
Yeah, we can move to page 2.
Okay. I'm on page 2. Can you see it?
Yes, and as KCDO, we have staff who are implementing different programs. Hello?
Do you want me to move to page 3? Hello?
Hello? Yes. Hello?
Is this good?
Yes. Okay, great. And hope you get me.
We hear you.
Yes. And when we started as an organization, we registered with the government of Uganda, and currently we have a board of 9 people who are doing their boardship activities, and we have a staff of 10 who are implementing different activities. And as KCDO, our mission stands promoting and advancing the life of disadvantaged and vulnerable communities to enable them become responsible citizens. And that is our vision and our mission, to restore hope to vulnerable communities and improve their standards of living through socio-economic empowerment and to proclaim the gospel. And as an organization, as you can see on page we have made, as we are working into the community, groups, youth groups, children groups, and men groups who are doing different interviews. We are on page 4. Hello? Hello?
I just moved it to page 4. Is this right?
No, move to next page. Next page.
Which page are you looking for? I don't see numbers if you have like a word or something.
We on page 5.
And you want 4. What?
Where it is having key achievements.
Key achievements? Okay. There you go. There must be a lag time because I've had this one up for a while.
Okay, so let us proceed as you find page 5. And as KCDO, We have, yes, yes, yes. We have key achievements that you have made. When we had the issue of HIV pandemic, these children and the vulnerable women were doing agro business. They have been able to grow different crops, including maize as the major food and cash crop, coffee, banana, built of helping, and we have been able to sell maize milling machine under by names of St. Nicholas Milling Center, which is adding value to the maize grown and also giving employment to the children, to the to the women and youth who are conducting different activities. And also we have a program and education where we have apprenticeship skills training. And under apprenticeship skills training, we have some youth who are doing building and construction. So we decided as a way of sustainability, we can start rental houses using the youth who are trained into building and construction, and we are able to build 6 houses which accommodating 6 people. And into this is an income generator at the same time was used to promote the and construction and also welding and carpentry, of which we tested their skills at the session to see how we proceed. Also, as we are working with the community group, a tool or a vehicle that brings the youth together with a sports ground that we use to promote talents, culture of the youth. And it is 50% the government with the local community, with the local moving on. Although we have a few challenges onto it, as we'll see. We can move to next page. And also, saving and loan association, 60 women groups, and the 60 women groups, they meet once in a week to discuss. This acts as a village banking system for the women into the page 6. Yes, Tracy. Okay, so and education, as KCDO, we have been able to support 150 primary school children through accessing the quality education. And also, we have been able to assist 110 youth who are doing secondary education. And also, we have been able to support 15 who are doing university education. And into education, we are grateful that these children, as they study, this will enable them to have self-independence and some knowledge, which is key for their survival. And into you'll find that into our area, we are located in a dry corridor area. And we are trying to use the local technology to see how we can have access to water. Water is a very big challenge into our area. You'll find that 1 jerrycan of water is costing about 1,000 Uganda shillings. That is 0.3 US dollars, which is too high. This is because the water tables are too low, and when a borehole is constructed, it takes a smaller period and then water tables goes low. and then it becomes unfunctional. And also under health, we have some children who are on ARVs, antiretroviral treatment, and we have 320. And these are supported to access the treatment through the medical. Then you'll find that 1 jerrycan of water is costing 1,000 Uganda shillings, which is about to 0.3 US dollars, just 1 jerrycan. And this makes the life of people a bit complicated, and the survival is and a jerry can is 20 liters. A plastic jerry can is 20 liters, which is costing about 30 cents to have one. And also having it, the quality is not worth, because they get that water from an open space, a dam, where people and animals consume. So they use a bicycle to go and fetch, then you buy from those people. And we have some intervention or investments where we feel that there can be public-private partnership. And as KCDO, the good chance we have land. And this land is big enough. And this enables to develop some projects. And this land can be used in construction of more rental houses, a playground, a community health center, agriculture, tree planting, which is more sustainable. And also, there is the will of the community and hospitality. So we invite you to visit us in Uganda to work with the KCDO, because there is will of people, and the community is welcoming, and they can be worked with. And also, our community, there is community participation and availability of local contributions, like the community, our area where we are located, they are doing peasantry farming. Though they are doing peasantry farming, if there is any program, any project, they are willing to participate through providing the unskilled labor, through providing food, providing sand, providing the file that is needed to see that we move forward. And also the favorable government policy. And it is very promising. Peasantry farming, you will find that people grow food from garden to mouth. It means what they grow is only enough for sustaining the food supply for the community, for the household, for survival, and less can be used for sale. And also, we have the favorable government policy. Under the favorable government policy, into the district where I am, I'm in charge, I'm the chairperson of the civil society platform, which is a network of civil society organization as the chairperson. So the working environment for the government is good, and this enables the implementation of different projects. And also the will of the KCDO board and the management to start some business and entrepreneurial or projects which are sustainable. These are key that enables to public-private partnership. We can proceed to next page. I will share with you the targets or the programs that we have. And since we have land, we have some projects that have started. There is a potential for public-private partnership, because as we mentioned, we have the maize milling machine, but we lack the maize crusher, because you'll find that poultry and piggery farming is a good business to undertake. But our factory, we are lacking the maize crusher, and then which can be used to do the food for poultry, food for piggery, and food for, say, dairy cows. And we hope, we had contacted some suppliers. We optimistic that if we can have this maize crusher, can boost the incomes, can boost the poultry farming into the area. And also, as you mentioned, we have vast land, about 5 acres, which can be used to have a rental business, because you'll find that where we are located, we are in a semi-urban area, and the houses or accommodation is one of the challenges that is in the community. And this can be an opportunity if good houses can be constructed with the 2 rooms, with a sitting room, with a store, a bathing room and a latrine, and a shed outside. That's smaller units. And this can be a good venture to see how the livelihood of people is improved. And then under coffee, we are glad that we have enough land. And as KCDO, we have about 2 acres of land where we have grown coffee. And into our area, you'll find that there are other farmers who do coffee growing, but then they have to take the coffee to other places for processing and for value addition, which makes the cost advantage very low because of the costs that involved. So as KCDO, it is our plan that if we can have public-private partnership, we can have the coffee factory. We have already the proposal about this and the business plan, if it can be a public-private partnership investment to see how this is moving. And also, we have the challenge of water, but then water can be done as water for sell as a business, because but then the quality and the timely supply, the access is a bit challenging. And at the same time, the transport is a bit a challenge, mainly to deliver the maize from the farmers, to deliver the coffee from the gardens, and also to supply the local materials that we may need. And this, if we can have a truck to do the transport business, this is also a good venture that can be given a consideration. As I mentioned, we started the project of sports ground or a stadium. This is something that attracts so many young people or youth to come and participate. And the project is 50% on completion, and we are praying hard to see how this can be completed, and I will share some more information about it. And also the issue of rental project, which I mentioned, that is a good venture. We can proceed to next page. We have some challenges that we are facing as we are executing the different activities and business. And at the St. Nicholas Milling Center, you'll find that though we have the milling machine, but the challenge of maize crusher and means of transport to deliver the output or the products, and also processing of the bran is a bit challenging to us, and this limits the would be profits because of timely hiring and doing half services to those in need. And also we established the women groups, women village saving groups, and they save the little they have through the peasantry farming. But then there is a will that as these women could get like a small startup capital into their groups, which they can borrow to increase onto their investment into the business there and the smaller business and enterprise they are undertaking. Also, the bigger number of orphans and vulnerable children remains big and demanding, because these children are aged between 7 to 20 years, and many of them are HIV positive on drugs. So the burden of orphans and vulnerable children, as we have to take care of their education, their health through quarterly viral road activities, is a bit challenging, which requires some means of transport, though the medication may be available, to see how we can move forward. Then you'll find there is a question about the rental houses are affordable, and they are for profit, because if they can be constructed at a given standard, you'll find that there are some people, mainly the businessmen, who can say rent and then be paying monthly. And this is a viable business in Uganda. And you'll find that in other areas where they have done it, it is very promising and is so progressing. And then there is a question, is rental project tend to provide yes, the rental projects are intended, one, to provide a conducive residing environment for the residents, two, to generate some incomes to sustain the children and other income generating projects as a venture to see how everything is moving on. Then when we go to limited access to clean and safe water, really there is a big challenge to safe and clean water. You'll find that water we use is from, say, open sources, the dams, which is very complicated. And we have had so many challenges of waterborne diseases, which in which this affects the welfare of the community and the high expenses of medical support. Next page. Hello. Okay. Uh, we sincerely appreciate the invaluable support of our development partners, collaborations, and we are honored to improve the welfare of the people and the community. And we pray that your continued support, continued cooperation will go a long way to see how the community is transformed and how Uganda is becoming like other developed and urban areas. Thank you.